Good day, world. Let's get a good start with an astonishing start and make a promise to ourselves. No more compromising our teeth. The dentists are so happy that there are no proactive solutions out there until now. Let's crunch this together. This is the short version of how we can learn in 15 minutes. Let's now put on our thinking caps just like Elon Musk did. He put so many different ideas together to create so many different technologies that the technology was already out there. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Wisdom is the beginning of serenity. When we have this amazing future, American dental lab techs are working to give people a smile of confidence. The most powerful weapon on earth is the human soul on fire. I can give you that. I got this when I saw this Navy SEAL that had this allegiance for his team so intensely, how he would die in the field for them. I realized it would be a sin to conceal this important dental secret. In my mind, I developed an algorithm through the years and picked out all the important points of the functions of the mouth. My main concern is I want to stop cavities and tooth loss. Dentist with a DDS degree reveals his actual purpose. Doctor of dental surgery. This is their focus. Going into the dentist is like going to ER telling them to stop a cold. The ER would recommend pills, maybe surgery, scan the brain, open you up, etc. I am proud to say that I can fix any mouth that has a problem out there. Let's talk about the possible ways we know about saving our teeth that the dentist tells us through the years. I want you to write them down. The dentist gives you the different things like brush, floss, stay away from sugars, see your hygienist twice a year. What else can you add? The dental community wants you to believe that calculus is the other reason why we get cavities. If this were true, you would never get a cavity on top of our teeth because the hygienist scrapes the teeth to eliminate the plaque. I want you to see the inferences here. If you perform all these duties, then you wouldn't get a cavity, right? Well, wrong. We brush our teeth every day with toothpaste. The companies use lots of, it's not sugar. Wow. It's sodium saccharin. It's around 300 times more sweeter than sugar. There's also known carcinogens. Fluoride, triclocan has been linked to concerns over antibiotic resistance. Endocrine disrupts thyroid dysfunction. To help fight plaque and gingivitis. So we brush every morning, noon, and night with these toothpastes, and which the doctors allude to basically saying high sugar levels cause an acid imbalance in your mouth, and this is the cause for cavities. Wrong. It's not true. We would get cavities all over our mouth if it was a chemical imbalance. As we follow the development of the skull, when it morphs from baby to its adult size, the teeth are developing also at the same time. When the skull is at its metamorphic process, it develops TMJ arbitrarily and doesn't end up in harmony with the teeth. Your mouth can be a perfectly made organ, it just needs some fine tuning. That we can do to refine together. As we know through experience, when we eat the right mixture of foods, exercise, and muscle tone, the body develops in a proper way. The only other ways through natural teeth is through cutting edge proactive dentistry. We can be possible with the alignment of and get economy of motion. We will achieve this benefit together to make the whole body healthy. These are some of the ways we can create this new bliss I am speaking about. When you get close to people They're getting results. This evidence speaks volumes. I will give you this gift, your unique lottery-winning smile and chewing experience, what we can see together and without confidence. Dentists are still using old protocol and acquiring bite relations. Found. Teeth won't hit simultaneously, and teeth will destroy themselves like gears out of alignment. If you don't see this machine in your doctor's office, he can't care about you, because this indicates where there's high hitting areas from malocclusion. And the malocclusion is the thing that's destroying our teeth. The device on the right side is a way to find the proper centric bite, which we can discuss in my office. Here are some of the bites that are off that the doctor gives me daily and says, can you fix this? Actually, not with these kind of bites. As you can see, this upper jaw here is a little bit twisted on this side, so it got a problem, and it gets cavities or mung in here because it's not cleaned properly. And like these gears, it knocks these teeth because that one's being hit prematurely, and these are being all ground up here because of malocclusion. All these are malocclusion, and it's like the chisel shearing that rock off. Here's some bites that people have dealt with for years. I mean, this one was like 10 years, this one was 14, and this one I just found that the patient couldn't even wear it. The doctor couldn't figure out why. Well, this is the reason why. That's the bite that's off. They tried to chew with this denture. And here's some other denture problems, and these are cases that we get from the doctor that are totally off. Those are not proper impressions if you ask any dentist. And here's a lady that came into our office that tried to function with this for 7 years, and this is the smile we gave her. As you can see, she's way out here on the lower jaw, and she should be back like that. She's very happy now. These are the ways that we articulate the case so we can take a look, and it's like the skull with the lower mouth, and we get the proper alignment. And here's another reason for bites being off, that big thick area in the back of the impression. So here's some more bites that are off, and you can see how these are shearing teeth off here and here, all because of the bad bites. And here's one that totally wore out, and that one moved all the way forward because he had no teeth to bite in the back, so he learned to bite up front. That's why we muscle tone these things with the TMJ harmonizer that I'm speaking of. And the reason for this tooth bending over is because this one kept hitting it and knocking it forward. There's always reasons. And here's some more plaque, and the reason for these root canals here is because of malocclusion, and you have to have teeth pulled. So here's a case where it's a malocclusion, and it puts a stress fracture on this tooth here and breaks this in the front from cavities. And this is a case where, yes, it is a chemical imbalance in that mouth. It's not from just one tooth getting a cavity. There's malocclusion problems. You have to look that word up and do a little research on your own if you don't believe me. But these are the facts that I see every day. Okay, so what is a cavity if we think about it? Here's the calculus that's formed on the teeth, but it's on these parts. It's not on the chewing surface of the tooth. You'll always see on the chewing surface of the tooth, it's clean. But like here, it broke. Of course it's going to get a cavity. It's softer inside after you get through that shell of the enamel. And it's like here, see, there's a good tooth right next to the bad tooth. Why would that be? They should all be affected, not just one tooth. And when you get the malocclusion, also you get periodontal disease because it's moving teeth around. Like we notice if we got stringy meat stuck between our teeth, we'll find that how does a real soft stringy piece of meat get between the teeth? Because the tooth moves out of the way when you bite down, and a piece of stringy meat drops in between the teeth, and then it gets stuck there because the tooth pops back once you open your mouth and you try and pull it out. That's why you need a toothpick. So here's some ways to rebuild the mouth. This is a little cheaper way. This is a real expensive way. And then, of course, we start out with these night guards at first to get the bite in order to make sure that's the proper chewing surface that you need. Because all the doctors know with this curve of Spee, curve of Munson, that's the way that the jaw moves around, and we have a general way that it works right now. We're working on a more digital program and probes to find out your exact unique mouth alignment. And that's why, like even with dentures, see the dentures are on soft tissue, and it's like a cobblestone road when you're doing this, and the gears will lock together. And so we've developed this type of chewing surface so the patient can chew, but it doesn't have lateral distractions, and it has locks the teeth together. So with this knowing, between 8 and 10 is the possible ages that you should start with this process, but since you're older, that's fine too. We can adjust that, but it just takes a little longer. The teeth are more malleable, or the bone is more malleable on children. So we need to reprogram all your old chewing habits and get your mouth in order, because all these masculatory muscles are in unison with your mouth, and they're very strong, as you can see, so many muscles in the mouth, and they will destroy your teeth if you don't line them up properly like gears. So and this goes along with the proprioception issue. That's why we need to reprogram them, because they have little receptors that are like RAM chips, and they remember all these little movements, and so we have to reprogram them so there is no interference, and then we reorganize your teeth after we find out where your bite is. We're working on this jaw mapping technology. It's very expensive, and we're trying to do it on basically a shoestring. But if you mail us at Proactive Dentistry to give us some funds, we can build this a lot faster. But it's going very slowly right now. So email us for the kit, and we will send you a kit to do it, or come into our office. Also, any dollar amounts and donation would be very appreciated, and of course, we'll give you a tax write-off on that. So I also developed a sleep apnea device. Most of them are very rigid, and they tend to pull teeth because they don't move around. Most people grind their teeth at night, or bruxism, and you can also, if you're living by yourself, to find out if you have sleep apnea, record it on your cell phone. Just leave the recorder button on all night, and then you'll find out if you have sleep apnea. You can rewind it and fast forward until you hear the snoring and see if you stop snoring, because the oral appliance is much better than the CPAP, and the ENT does an operation, but skin grows back, so that doesn't work very well. Here's the best device out there. It's the snorkel. It gives you free breathing, and it still lets your mouth move around, like I said, with your bruxism or grinding problem. You'd rather wear this device with this rubber tubing that takes all the stress away from that periodontal ligament than this CPAP machine. Thank you for your attention, and please get back to us at proactivedentistry.com, at gmail.com, and we will get in touch with you soon. Thank you.